Okay, there's too much great energy pouring out of me not to share, and yeah, the great ponytail hair. If you don't want to advance 10 to 30 years in a single day, don't watch this. Don't click like, don't subscribe, because if you're in my field, you're planning a surprise celebration for yourself. This is what's going on. We've been going through this hairy portal, birthing something new. There's different levels, different layers of reality, closer to center and those that are further out. And what's going on now is we're waking up to the reality of the nature of reality, which is delusion. The whole NPC makeup, you're starting to really see with your eyes who is not in your game, who doesn't get your game, who has no function there. They're being left behind. It's these camps, the so-called chosen ones, the anointed, who chose themselves really to do the work, and those who are not interested in doing the work. Those who operate out of the heart field versus those who don't. So psychic messages that came in today, the word that encompasses everything is Ankora. And there was an H in there. I saw it. Ankora, the Ankh. Practice circulating your energy like the Ankh. Breathing in. And imagine the Ankh symbol around your head making a big halo and the wings extending. Make those 2 wings 4 wings. Those are doubling up. For the Numa, new earth. The new mother, new ma. So Ankora is about anchoring. In the heart, core, your heart, where your courage comes from, that lion's heart, Ra, the sun, the solar fire here, operating from the heart here, actually having the triple sun, heart-mind resonance, with the creative aspect of the fire in the sacral. This has been coming in a lot through Hanuman visiting me himself. This is the desire that is being born now, the surprise celebration that we are planning for ourselves, that we have planned. And this is why we can't see it, because what kind of a life would it be if our story began with once upon a time, and then the next page was, and they lived happily ever after. Like, we need a story in there. So this is the great unfolding, the wu-wei of the mystery. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. Ankora, prior to today, I've had images. I've been having a lot just drop into my bed first thing in the morning, like drops. But as we go through the portal, it's like we're moving through space-time and other things are being dropped and left behind. We're getting a lot of concentric circle imagery, but the concentric circles are actually 2 spirals, one going this way and the other one going the other way. And if you look at 2 spirals overlaid in each other, they look like concentric circles, and they're all moving, some this way and some that way. So this is the geometry to please the Arcturian mind, the fire up here. The divine feminine is the Sufi star of 8 points. And to make an 8-pointed star, you put 2 squares. So we're no longer trapped in that single square. The single square geometry is representative of squaring it down to Earth. But to have the new Earth, we need 2 of them. Okay. This is an image for somebody, this from higher levels. David, the beloved, took us for a throw to be part of his story, to satisfy his ego, and didn't really connect with us so much. So at higher levels, David is something that you once cherished and held beloved. You are now seeing the reality of where they were not cherishing you. So the image is like you're taken up by the sky, thrown around like as if in love, but you saw that it was all just for him to film, to put into his story, to make it seem like he had conquered you or something like that. When for you, it was about the feeling of it. And then you saw the disconnect. One person, it was just to, like the person that you thought you were connecting with or you thought wanted to connect with you and was opening a door, was actually just using you to be part of their story without telling you, and without your permission, to make him look a certain way. So for his own benefit, not for any mutual benefit. So there's an awakening at this level. Maybe this is personal for one of my viewers. I've been celibate for years, so there's no... so if there's a guy that maybe did that too, you're waking up to that. And hang on a sec, because a bunch of stuff came through. What am I meant to share? Oh yes, the strength and the purity in women has been coming up a lot. These blonde women with very strong abs, super built bodies, odd number of them. This is like the environment talking to me. This is a very strong message of the woman is strong. The woman is here. The woman is pure. The divine feminine is here, strong in purity. Breasts have been coming in a lot. The nurturing aspect of the breast, the motherly love. Parvati also appeared in the dream with a long skirt, which is prophets. And romance coming in, lots of signs of romance coming in. Now, what is preventing, what needs to be fixed? As my life works path is the fixer. What I see with all the geometry, with everything that I see, and I see a lot, the men come first because they were built first. But because nothing is linear, first is also last. And what we are waiting for right now to tie up and seal off that old and cast it out is the men. Because there's some men that still, half of them are just, got too much hair stuck on them from that drain pipe to really make it in fully. And we got to close that door. And it's the men that are kind of jamming the door with all that hairy stuff from the portal on them. So basically, it's a lot of masculine energy I've been feeling from the sacral level. If you're projecting that crap on me, return to sender. If I'm feeling viewers, that doesn't get in here, so don't try that. This is a collective level. Like I've noticed it, felt it on the street big time. There's just this energy of the egregore attachments that a lot of men deal with. The grumpy pirate, that pretends to be pleasant but is really a grump and likes to blame his grumpiness on mermaids or something externally. Like I did a video, Harkonnen is dead. You can kill him in your reality game, but that egregore is still going to exist, and it's on other people. So we're working with higher levels here, and the men need to catch up. A lot of them are acting like they write an I love you note in their head. They're saying I love you, but they're acting like the Tin Man without a heart. The women can't feel any heart field open. They can't feel any heart communication. They're not getting any heart field resonance. The guy's just thinking in his head, but actually being led by his sacral chakra. He wants to be used as an F-boy, and just have a pretend pen pal relationship in his head. And he doesn't even have a brain. He's like the Scarecrow. I can do everything on my own, like that commercial for kayak. The Scarecrow scares everybody away. That's all it does. It just scares everyone away. It doesn't have a brain. It thinks it's communicating, but it isn't. So you guys, you got to get out of that Scarecrow mentality, out of the Tin Man mentality. You have to fire up your solar plexus fire, to fire up your mind fire, operate from the heart, not from your twig. So there's probably wounds that got to be cleared up there, mother wounds and all that stuff. So get on board. If you want to get onto the Numa, the new timeline, the celebration that is coming, light up, fire up, get in this higher energy, get real, and get connected. I'm going to leave my email.